We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Good morning. So today we are learning our last topic of the finite element analysis, trust analysis. So whenever the trust section or a trust structures are there, so at that place we are applying this kind of theoretical analysis for the trust purpose. So there is a 2 different kind of trust analysis. One already we learn in the mechanics of solid, and this is the static structural analysis for finite element analysis. Let's start, go ahead. So before starting example, as we know that we have to considering this main importance equipments that we have to equip with the pen, notepad and the calculators. Then now kindly note these important terms of the example. First one is the analysis of trust purpose. We can do 2 kind of static structural analysis, and another is the thermal effect on the trust. So both purpose, the common things, common formula already we learned that Q is equal to F, K is equal to stiffness matrix of each and every element, Q is equal to displacements, and F is equal to force. So one thing we have to keep in our mind, if we are considering the thermal effect, then this Q is converted into the temperature, because as per degree of freedom and the applications, our displacement is considering with the force. So when we are applying the any thermal effect, so at that time heat will be there. So heat here, instead of force, the temperature is there, and here the temperature distribution is there. So this is the most important terms that we have to learn into the thermal effect of the trust analysis. Then go ahead with another important terms, the element stiffness matrix. So before that we learned the element stiffness matrix in the form of the very small fundamental matrix is equal to A open L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. But here in the trust analysis we kept in our mind the K is equal to A open L, but some terms are there, L square Lm minus L square minus Lm. So what is these terms are there that I would like to explain you. Sorry. So here if I have the one trust element, and if I have one trust element, 1 minute, okay, I am taking another color. If I am considering this pink, then I have the 2 strips are there, and these 2 strips is also important. So this is my cos this component I am considered as a cos, and this is my I am considered as a sine. So this is related to I can consider this is my L and this is my M. Okay, so here, so this is the starting from one point to another point, so x1 y1 to x2 y2. So this is the cos component, and M is the vertical, this is the this is horizontal considered as a L component. Cos phi is equal cos phi, or we can say cos theta is equal to x2 minus x1 divided by length, or we can say x2 minus x1 divided by yes length, and M is equal to vertical length, means y2 minus y1 divided by length. So this is the particularly things are there. Your main length is, we can consider this one is okay. Here we can consider this is our main length. So this is formula L square minus Lm minus L square minus L. अगर हमको इसको याद रखना है प्रॉपर मैनर से, सो पहली 2 लाइन हमें याद रखनी है, L स्क्वायर Lm माइनस L स्क्वायर माइनस Lm. सो इसको ही हम यहाँ पे मूव कर देंगे, ये Lm को हम यहाँ पे लेके आ जाएंगे. अब इसको M के फॉर्म में Lm m स्क्वायर माइनस Lm Lm, और दूसरी सेम लाइन यही यहाँ पे हमें लिखनी है, लेकिन जस्ट वी हैव टू चेंज द माइनस सिग्नेचर. ओके, सो keep in your mind, this is the most important things are there. Okay, so let's see, go ahead. And the another is the elementary approach is there. When we are doing the trust analysis, at that time global stiffness matrix will be the very large, and at that time we have to keep in our mind elementary approach, because by applying this elementary approach we just have to find out the free and deflection. Okay, so this is the most important term, and we are applying elementary approach in the big manner. Okay, so let's see, go ahead. So another important terms that we already learned, that reactive force is equal to kq minus f. When the fixed support or a weak force fixed end is there, at that place we are find out the reaction force, and we know the stress, but little bit change in the stress. So we know that from the stiffness matrix, stress will be the E open LE minus L minus N L M N dot Q. So this is for particularly trust analysis. So kindly note this all formula in one page and start our example. Let's start. One thing I remaining. This is the one element connectivity table in which related to term R. So this trust question will be asked in the 7 marks, and for that purpose we have to consider this table is very important. So how many how many elements are there, as per that element this table will be increased. At least we have to learn up to the 3 elements. Okay, first before starting with the 2 elements matrix. So this is the first one is the element 1 and 2, Ni and Nij. Ni means starting element first node, and this is Nj is the second node. So second element will be vary from node number 2 to 3, that we already learned. But Le, this Le is the different things are there. This Le is a nothing but it is the length of element, particularly length of element, that we can find out by the coordinates x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So we can find out the length of the element easily. This is nothing but it is particularly for the stiffness. So here we are directly find out stiffness by AE upon LE from each and every element, and then L is equal to xj minus x2. It means x2 minus x1 divided by L. I will already say that this small is considered as a cost component of the any element. So this element will be the so let's see how many options are there that we have to consider. This okay. So for LE, this cost component may be horizontal, maybe little bit incline is there. Okay, then M is particularly used for the sine component, so it is considered as the sine theta is equal to x2 minus x1 divided by length of the element. So up to N we have to find out L square, M square and LE, because this term we are putting the value in global stiffness matrix. Before adding this value in the global stiffness matrix, we have to find out individual stiffness matrix. So that value we can put in by this kind of relevant tables. Okay, let's go ahead. So now everyone keep ready with your mind and with your notebook and calculator. So here we are considering the first example of the trust analysis. A 2-member truss is shown in the figure. The cross section area of each member is 200 mm. So here they are giving the cross section area A 200 mm square, and the modulus of elasticity is 200 gigapascal. So in modulus of elasticity 200 gigapascal means it is related to the material property. Determine the deflections, reactions and stress in the each and every member. So what we have to determine? We have to determine the deflections, reactions. So deflection means Q, reaction means R, and stress we have to find out for the each and every element. So here particularly as we observe, we have the only 2 elements are there. So if we want to classify this figure, then let's start with the simple steps, and let's start with the simple notation. Let's start. So here they are giving the length of the first element, okay, and this is the vertical distance, but they are not giving the length of the second element. So let's start how we can classify it. So first we have to provide this is element number 1, second one is this one element. So element number 1 and 2 is complete. After then our task is to identify starting node and ending node. So as we consider node number 1 and node number 2, so it is start from node number 1 is 0 0. So this is my origin point 0 0. Node number 2 4000 to 0. So because this is the 4000, so I can write down here 4000 0, and here I can write down 0 3000 because this is my origin. Okay, so let's start with the all coordination. So my node number 1 is 0 0, node number 2 is 4000 0, and node number 3 is 0 3000. So this is the important term that we have to learn before solving the any trust example, because this parameter is not given in your example data. So this parameter you have to identify from your figure. Okay, so this is your task to start before solving the example. So next one, we are providing degree of freedoms. So when the any fixed load is there, so here as per the 2D figure, we can deflect each and every element in each and every node into the two direction. One is the horizontal and one is the vertical. So why we are taking a vertical direction in it? Because trust is a 3D mod 3D structure is there, and you can observe here one another degree of freedom we can observe inclinedly. Up till now we saw the vertical, either horizontal or either vertical elements, but here the element is inclined is there. When the element is inclined is there, then another degree of freedom will be formed at each and every node. So as per that, we have to provide degree of freedom at each and every node. So for first Q1 Q2, for second Q3 Q4, and for third Q5 Q6. So this is the very important things, because by applying this all in each and every component, we learn already this thing in MOS. So each and every trust, so what we are doing at that place, we are doing the horizontal components is equal to vertical component, it is the equilibrium. So that thing we have to keep in our mind. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, so another things they are already given in our data. A is equal to 200 mm square and E is equal to 200 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm. So we are converting gigapascal into the Newton per mm square. Okay, so let's go ahead. So as per diagram, this is our final diagram, and this as per this diagram we have to fill up this table. So element Nij, so element number 1 is vary from node number 1 to node number 2, element 2 is vary from node number 2 to 3. Now nothing is difficult, we are putting just value. This is my x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3. By using that I am putting the value of LE. Let's see. So if I am putting the value of 4000 minus 0 square plus 0 minus 0 square is equal to 4000. So this is my simple answer is there. Samely I can identify for the node number 2. So here you can observe node number is starting from, this is first what I want to find out, that x2 minus x1 means 0 minus 4000, 0 minus 4000, 3000 minus 0, 3000 minus 0. So I can got the answer is 5000. Okay, similarly we have to find out AE upon L. So we put the value of A, E and LE. So this is my answer. Similarly we have to find out L is a cost component, x2 minus x1. So here you can observe that x2 is 4000 minus 0 by 4000 is equal to 1. Here we are putting the 0 minus 4000 divided by 5000 is equal to minus 0.8. Okay, so this is the minus 8 point is another value for LE. ME for M we can consider sine component. So it is nothing but if I am draw this this is the inclined part is there. So at that place this is my cos component and this is my sine component, this is my cos component. Okay, so similarly we have to find out L square. L square I can find out from here, and M square I can find out from here, then L into M. So let's see, this is our answer 1 into 0 1, and particularly downward side answer is there. So this is table is very important. Now we are jump onto the step number 3. So our step number 3 is to element stiffness matrix for each element. So we know the main formula of the AE open LE. So here we have to learn that already, L square minus LM square. Okay, so we are putting the value of each and every components. So this value is already we found out in the particularly that previous table, and the simplification is like this. At least this is the particularly for element number 1. Okay, similarly we have to find out for this element number 2. This is the some big points variations in the particularly element stiffness matrix. Now what we have to do, we have to combine all the stiffness matrix and find out the global stiffness matrix. So if I want to find out the global stiffness matrix, then I have to consider node number 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So why I am write down this global very largely, because this is the degree of freedom that each and every node have. Each and every node have the 2 degree of freedom. One is the horizontal and one is the vertical. That's why this is considered as the 6. Now we are combined, as we learn, 1 component, 2 component. So this is the big matrix is there, and when we are formulated. So have you observed here, this is the 0 line, sorry. So here you can observe that this is the 0 line. So this is, we are applying the elementary approach, and after elementary approach just we have the small 2 by 2 matrix to identify KQ is equal to F. So in this sum, actually this is the just risky part is there. At that place, if we are doing some mathematical problem, then keep focus on the elementary approach. Okay, so this is the common component 3 3, that's why 10 plus 5 plus 12. So these are the summation part is there. So let's go ahead. So as we learn this case, node number 1 and node number 3 are the completely fixed. This is the node number 1 and node number 3, both are fixed. So Q1 Q2 and Q5 Q6 we are considering the 0. Obviously it will be the fixed part, that why it is a no motion is there. So we have to find out just Q2 and Q4, as well as force number 1, force number 2, force number 3, force number 5 and force number 6 is equal to 0, because we have just only one force, and that one force will be the downward direction. You can observe here 10 kilonewton. So we are converted into Newton. So F4 is equal to minus 10 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. If it will be a upward side, then we can consider as a positive sign, but it will be go downside, then we can considering as a negative. So if I am putting the value of the each and every forces, so I can observe such like this 0 0 0 minus 10 into 10 raised to 3 0 0. So now this F value, Q value and K value, we are putting our standard formula KQ is equal to F. So this is the final formulation for to identify displacement at place Q3 and Q4. Okay, so let's start with the final proposal or a final calculation. So here we have to find out Q4 and Q3 is equal to minus 5.25 mm and Q3 is equal to minus 1.334 mm. So this is our final answer for the displacement at node number 3 and node number 4. Again I am remind you, if we cannot find out displacement at Q1, Q2, Q4 and Q5 and Q6, because this point is fixed due to the fixed support, that's why Q1, Q2 and Q5, Q6 is 0. Okay, let's go ahead. Final, we have to find out the reaction force. Reaction force R is equal to KQ minus F. As for our standard formula, we are putting the all negligible value that we not considering in the previous step, that R1, R2, R5, R6. This value you can put from the global stiffness matrix. This Q value already you find out in the previous steps, and F is equal to 0 because we are not considering here F3. So now if we identify it, then we can find out the R1 is equal to 13340 Newton, R0 is 0 Newton, R5 is equal to minus this Newton, and Q6 is equal to 99. So these all are our answer related to the reactive force. So this is our reaction force. So when the fixed support is there, at that place we have to find out the reactive force at this node number 3 and node number 1. Okay, and up to end what we have to find out? Stress. Let's see. Stress formula, we know that stress is equal to E upon LE minus L minus M, L, M and Q. So where we can find out this minus L, M and L M value? From that standard table. So first we have to find out for the stress number 1. So we are putting all value and we got the answer minus 66.7 Newton per mm square, and sigma 2 is equal to, we can consider this answer is 83.312 Newton per mm square. So this is the whole structure of one static structural analysis, thrust analysis example. This is the first example. We learn furtherly another example, but keep in your mind, this is the 7 marks question is there. If they are asking you such question in either they are given the 2 element or the 3 element, we just have to follow the procedure and important formula. So if you have any query regarding the thrust analysis, you can contact me, you can call me, you can comment me, or you can mail me anytime. Best of luck.